All right, thank you, guys. The LG Twins take on the Doosan Bears, 5:30 a.m. Eastern start time. The Bears are the $1.35 favorite. Totals 10.5 juice to the over. The Twins are catching even money, and if you like LG to keep it close, they're minus $2 catching the run and a half. I'm 6-2 in my last 8 daily best play premium sports picks on patreon.com/BrockPage. And of course, that's a website where I sell really great sports pick subscriptions beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. We'll bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. We also have a bunch of different and great memberships, tiers, and packages on that site as well. A lot of great variety, a lot of great stuff going on that page right now. And one of those packages is called the board member tier package, as I'm currently 3-2 in my last 5 picks in that category. If you want to check out the website, maybe browse a little bit, I highly recommend you do that. If you want to check out my current record, you can do that right now. You have access to that, and the link for that site is in the description section below. All you have to do is click the link, and that's patreon.com/BrockPage. Now, the Twins lost 4 out of their last 5 games, and that includes an 11-5 loss to the 7th place KT Wiz. LG's given up 34 total runs in their last 5 games as well. They've also lost 4 out of their last 5 series. Meanwhile, the Bears on the other side, they are currently 9 games over 500. They also won 2 out of their last 3, holding the Hamwe Eagles to just 5 total runs in those victories. The Bears are currently in 3rd place in the KBO and find themselves just 1.5 games back of 2nd place in the standings. They've also won 3 out of their last 5 series themselves. Now, total-wise, Doosan saw 2 out of their last 3 stay under the total of 10.5 runs. Meanwhile, 2 out of the Twins' last 4 stayed under that number themselves. 6 out of LG's last 9 also stayed under the 10.5. Give me the Doosan Bears minus 135 and the under 10.5 in that game. Before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick timeout and welcome you to the video. Got some lines and personal leans out for Tuesday's KBO baseball action. But before we dive into some more of that, I just want to quickly remind you once again that after Sunday's sports wagering action, I'm currently 6-2 in my last 8 daily best play premium selections on patreon.com/BrockPage. And once again, guys, that's a website where I sell really good sports pick subscriptions beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. We'll bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. There's also a bunch of different great memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. A lot of variety, a lot of different things going on, a lot of great stuff going on that website. Now, one of those packages is called the board member tier package, as we are 3-2 in our last 5 picks in that category as well. I strongly recommend you at least consider using the website for sports picks. They're my personal plays, games that I personally have action on. And once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. And moving on, we're going to dive into some more free content here on YouTube. I'm talking about the Lotte Giants taking on the Hamwe Eagles, 5:30 a.m. Eastern first pitch. The Giants are minus 165, totals 10.5 flat. The Eagles are plus 130 to win it. And if you like Hamwe to cover, they're minus 120 for some run line cash. Hamwe lost 7-4 against the Doosan Bears in their most recent outing. And they also dropped 6 out of their last 7, averaging only 3 runs per contest during that span. Hamwe's currently 27 games below 500, and they find themselves comfortably in last place in the KBO. They have a win percentage of just .245, and they lost their last 6 straight series. Now, the Giants on the other side, they've beaten the likes of the Wyverns, the Dinos, and the Lions within their last handful of contests themselves. And when it comes to the total in this one, we are looking at a Lotte squad who saw 8 out of their last dozen stay under the total of 10.5 runs. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, we're looking at a Hamwe team who saw 4 out of their last 5 stay under the 10.5 themselves. Give me the Lotte Giants winning this one outright and the under 10.5 in that game. All right, next contest, it is going to be the KT Wiz squaring off against the Kia Tigers, 5:30 a.m. East. The Tigers are minus 143, totals 9.5 juice to the over. The Wiz are plus $1.10, and if you like the Wiz to cover, They're minus 188, catching the 1.5. KT's currently 3 games under 500 and find themselves in 7th place. They're just 1 win better than the 8th place Lotte Giants. And they're taking on a Tiger squad who's won 3 out of their last 5 themselves, with one of those victories coming against the NC Dinos. They've won 3 out of their last 4 series, and they also find themselves just a few games behind the LG Twins for 4th place in the league. Now, scoring-wise, 5 out of Kia's last 7 stayed under the total of 10.5 runs. The Wiz saw 3 out of their last 6 stay under that number themselves. So with all that said and done, give me the Kia Tigers minus 143 and the under 10.5 in that contest. Next matchup, it is going to be the Samsung Lions versus the Kiwoom Heroes, 5:30 a.m. Eastern first pitch. The Heroes are laying $1.25, totals 9.5 flat. The Lions are the minus 105 underdog. Now, Samsung lost 7-3 to the LG Twins in their last outing. They're taking on a second-place Kiwoom squad who's won 6 out of their last 7 series. Kiwoom's currently 12 games over 500, and they have a win percentage of .611. Their 13-4 record in their last 17 is good for 76% during that stretch, and that helps. That helped catapult them into that second-place position. They also put up double-digit run totals in their last 3 straight victories. Now, scoring-wise, Kiwoom's last 2 straight got over the total of 9.5 runs. 5 out of their last 6 also got over that number. Meanwhile, on the other side, 2 out of Samsung's last 3 games got over that number themselves. Give me the Heroes winning this one straight up. The Kiwoom Heroes winning this one straight up in the over 9.5 in that game. And with that said, we're going to slide into our next and final matchup for the show. It is going to be the NC Dinos versus the SK Wyverns, 5:30 a.m. East. The Dinos are minus 275, totals 8.5 juice to the over. The Wyverns are plus $2 to win it and plus $1.15 to keep it close. SK lost 6 out of their last 8 and gave up double-digit runs to the 8th place Giants during that stretch. They were also shut out twice during that span as well. The Wyverns are currently 21 games under 500 and just 3 games ahead of the last place Eagles. The Wyverns have also lost 7 out of their last 8 series and have a measly win percentage of just .302. The Dinos on the other side, well, they continue to roll. They're now 20 games over 500 and won 4 out of their last 5. The first place Dinos have won their last 5 straight series and have a win percentage of .692. Now, when it comes to the scoring in this one, NC's last 4 straight got over the total of 8.5 runs. 8 out of their last 10 also got over that number. Meanwhile, on the other side, the Wyverns saw their last 3 straight get over that total themselves. Give me the NC Dinos minus 1.5 and the over 8.5 hook in that game. All right, let's go ahead and dive into some shout-outs. And from our Patreon platform, shout out to Bobby Cook, Gabe Manawak, Brandon Gaynor, Nate Natuzzi, Irfan Oz, Trevor Miller, Tony Isagire, Johnny Sampson, Brian Cordovas, and Dennis C. Next, from our Instagram platform, shout out to Alex Shire, Hannah 1994, Bubba Jonesy, Nurse Iscali, Luca Rosano, Will Slade, Gideon 215, Beach Girl Fun, Chris Dewberry, and Bullion 911. And finally, from our YouTube platform, shout out to Sean Atland, Bo Dunn, Rickwell Bree, Kareem Razak, Wild Gremlins, SOP Striker, GTA Gamer Girl, Champion Memento, and last but certainly not least, gotta give a shout out to my man, Tommy Kingston. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Once again, don't forget to check me out on Patreon. I know I said a couple times earlier, but if you do decide to, pull the trigger and, go ahead and join one of my memberships on Patreon, just keep in mind that we will bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. So if you were to sign up today, you're going to get billed today, and then you will get billed on the 1st of August. And that's the way the Patreon page works. And just wanted to give you, once again, another heads up about that. That will bill you the day you sign up, and then the 1st of every month following that. But with that said, guys, I got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content. and all this great free information. And with that said, happy Monday or Tuesday to you, depending on when you're watching this video. Best of luck to you, and I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.